Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious-minded people in serious-minded times. And that is not an overstatement. It's not hyperbolic in any way. In recorded history, which for basic purposes goes back about 7,000 years, and then we hit something called the Younger Dryas, the Ice Age, the Older Dryas. It was about a period of there 3,000 or 4,000 years where, for all intents and purposes, we literally wiped out mankind. Not completely. We still had a few brave, lucky, fortunate souls who survived, and I guess we came from there. But we really don't have good history. We have teasing little clues, not so little, about ancient civilizations that existed before the Ice Age, the Younger Dryas, going back 12, 13, 14,000 years ago and maybe even farther. But we don't have any real information about them. It is kind of trying to like put a jigsaw puzzle together, but you can't see. You know, very often if you get a jigsaw puzzle, you get it in a box, all the parts and pieces. And there's a picture on the cover that shows you what it should look like. So you have a guide. We don't have that. With civilizations back 8, 9, 10,000 farther than that years ago, we can see we have the remnants, big, huge blocks, wonderful, amazing buildings and structures. But we have nothing to tie it together. We don't have that picture. We can't put all the jigsaw puzzle pieces together. Working on it, but haven't done it. So we work with what we do have the last 7,000 years. We are now finding out that much of what we've been told as history is bullshit, was manipulated. Little parts and pieces were left out to create a scenario that supported the powerful, the wealthy. So now, especially in the last 4 years, I've seen it for most of my life. I'm an old guy. I was around to see John F. Kennedy shot, assassinated. At that point, I began to go, wait a minute. What's up? Then we got into Vietnam, which proved to be a fiasco, a lie. Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara said that this big battle, Gulf of Tonkin, that got us in Vietnam was a Hollywood thing. Man, there was nothing to it. They lied. So you start adding things together, and before you know it, you get to 9/11. You see buildings folding like pancakes. You go, wait a minute, that's not real. And then you move into the banking crisis. You move into the real estate crisis. You begin to see things being set up. And 4 years ago, we got the shot crisis. Nothing to it. Oh, wait a minute, there is. Information from around the world is coming in saying people are dropping like flies. And, of course, we have people like Bill Gates, the son of a bitch that he is, telling people all the time, we got to get rid of people. We have too many people on the planet. And he's not the only one, by the way. There are a bunch of other people like him who are fudging. And they say by 2050, we got to drop our population from 8 billion, roughly 8 billion now, to down to less than 500 million. That means you get a room full of people. Let's make it simple. Put 10 people in a line. By 2050, 9 of them have to be dead. Doesn't matter their age, just we got to get rid of 9. That's what they've said. You're going to have nothing and be happy. So we're doing this tarot reading for people who are aware of this and are dealing with this reality that we see for the first time in our lives. And it's been going on underneath the surface. All you have to do is read Rockefeller's manifesto and you'll see it clearly. But they have been out to destroy us. We're now seeing it absolutely clearly. In every single country in the world, virtually, I think Poland might be an exception, there may be one or two, the people who make the laws in those countries are doing nothing for the voters, for the citizens of those countries. Across the board, France, England, Spain, United States, doesn't make any difference. We don't care about you. We care about the people who have the power and the money. Boom. So this is the mindset that we set for you. It's realistic. It's not lollipops and rainbows. I know that makes people feel good. Oh, isn't this wonderful? This is something we can't wish ourselves out of. We can focus and manifest our way out of it. But to sit on the sidelines and expect something to be different, well, I'm waiting for God to return. God is giving you your answers now. God is giving your help now. God is supplying the possibilities for change now. Now, are you going to participate? Or are you going to spectate? If you spectate, get out of the way. This is a tarot reading for participators, and we begin with ourselves. The biggest battle we all face in our lives is the battle within ourselves. The devil is within us. It's our insecurities. It's our worries. It's our fears. It's all hate. It's all that stuff. We have to deal with ourselves to develop, and that doesn't mean be wishy-washy. It means standing up for what is true, what is honest, what is fair. Come hell or high water. Doesn't make any difference. You have to have principles. You have to have values. And so this tarot reading is aimed at those people. So the strongest or most potent tool that human beings have is manifesting, making the pictures what you want in your own head, not off a screen, not off a smartphone, not off some AI kind of phony kind of crap. It's within you. It's your responsibility. So to help you out, focus on manifesting. I want to inspire you. And I realize up to this point, there hasn't been a whole lot of inspiration, more perspiration than inspiration. But for those who are unclear, I do not want you to be unclear at the end of my readings. I want to make them simple. I do them every day, brand new, every day, 365. Holidays not, doesn't make any difference. Oh, and by the way, I got to say this because people are looking at me right now. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please like, subscribe, and share. Helps the algorithm, gives me a chance to expand the message. Now, so let's get to real tarot. Only 5 cards. I keep it simple. I keep distractions down. You're not going to see any movement. You're not going to see me. I'm an old guy. I'm not handsome, so you don't want to see me anyway. You want to focus on the energy of the 5 cards put together, and only 5. A lot of tarot readers, well, man, let's put out 50. Let's put out 100. Those readings don't mean a damn thing. We're focusing on you. The frequency today is in those 5 cards. 80% of you, maybe 85, maybe even 90, it will not resonate with. Not that you're not going to gain some truth or some insights. You will. But about 10, 15%, whether you're doing an astrological reading or you're doing a tarot reading or numerology reading, about 10 to 15% are all you're going to reach. And that's normal. That's fine. We're all not the same. So if we don't catch you today with a real good, powerful read, don't worry. There's tomorrow, next week, next month. They'll match up. Don't give up. So let's get to it. 5 cards. Middle card is the Oracle card. It sets the mood for the reading. It says chaos and conflict. Boy, isn't there a bunch of that in the world. And the real shameful part is it's all manufactured. It's all manufactured. Whether it's weather tampering for hurricanes, whether it's allowing illegal people to cross the border, whether it's poisoning our food, our air, no matter what, it doesn't make any difference. All the stuff that we're hitting right now is being used as a tool to bludgeon us into submission. And so what do we have? Most powerful tool of all, or tools, chaos and conflict. Because when you create chaos and conflict, you break connections. You break connections, you weaken people, you get to move them around, push them around, control them much more easily. So that's the energy, chaos and conflict. And the number up in the right-hand corner is 33. 3 means lining up mind, body, spirit. It has nothing to do with a third party when it comes to manifesting. It has to do with lining up the energy of your mind, your body, your spirit. That's the human trinity. Now you multiply that again, or not multiply, but add another 3 to that, 33. That's a master number. You are being, if you're feeling this today, understand that universal energies, that's the best I can generically call them. Universal energies are reaching out to you and touching you. So focus on lining up your energy, mind, body, spirit. Get them all working together, pulling in the same direction. What power. That'll help you manifest. The meme for today comes from Marianne Williamson. Not a big fan of her generally. However, I like this. And her meme for today is, it takes courage. Courage to endure the sharp pains of self-discovery rather than choose to take the dull pain of unconsciousness that lasts the rest of our lives. In other words, are you going to fit in? Are you going to feel what they want you to feel? Are you going to think the way they want you to think? John D. Rockefeller said back around 1900, I want a nation of workers, not thinkers. John Kerry this week, that former asinine senator from the U.S. Congress who flies around telling us how we have to control our environment as he flies in a private jet all over the place. He told us this week, I think at the United Nations, it could be the World Health Organization, our Constitution in the United States is troublesome because we can't get stuff done. He wants to get rid of the Constitution, starting first with your First Amendment, which I think is the most important, freedom of speech. If you got freedom of speech, you can start to change things. If they shut you up, they got you. And John Kerry said he wants to shut you up. That's what we're facing. That's why chaos and conflict. If we keep arguing with one another, ooh, baby, they got us, because they can take us on one at a time and win. That takes us to our first card all the way to the left, the Five of Cups. All you got to do is look at the card. You got the answer. This guy's despondent. This guy has given up. This guy has surrendered. You see the 3 cups in front of him. Yes, they're spilled, but he's got 2 cups behind him. And there is a bridge and there's the castle. He wants to end up in the castle. He's got 2 cups. He's got the bridge. There ain't nothing stopping him but him. Oh, but he'll blame somebody else. That's living in the past. That's not thinking. That's giving up, surrendering. The chaos and the conflict beat you down. They got you. And yet he's got just like us, all we have to do as a humanity is say no. That's it. We're done. And then hunt down the bastards that are trying to control us, because you can't just let them walk free. Because they're going to do more mischief, and it's going to be more evil, and it's going to be tougher and worse. They're going to come back. You say no, and then you get rid of them. It's our choice. 2 cups behind the bridge, the castle. It's our choice. Or we can keep doing this, the 5 of Wands. Keep bickering over nothing. That's what they're doing right now. That's what they're doing everywhere they can. Whether it's the WNBA or it's transgender or aliens, illegal aliens coming across. It's all just noise. Chaos and conflict. You don't know which end is up. I give up. I can't stand it. That's exactly what they want you to do. That's exactly what they want you. I give up. However, got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune doesn't necessarily indicate better times ahead. It's a destiny. It's a turning point. It's potentially an awakening. You get to see the picture, which I saw decades ago, or at least got a glimpse of, and it's really become crystal clear in the last few years. Either you see the picture, the big picture, you peek behind the curtain, you look at the wizard, or you don't see it. If you don't see it by now, you don't have to ever come and have your tarot read here, because you ain't getting it. It's like talking to a wall. People who do get it, come on back. You're welcome. Let's do it together. What they're doing is they're stirring their pot. They're creating craziness. Look what's happening to all the major cities. They're literally deserts at this point. We thought they were so wonderful. Oh, man, San Francisco, Chicago, New York. Oh, man, that's great. They're terrible. Chaos and conflict. You know, here's the final card, 10 of Cups. You know what you want. It's not perfection. Life is not perfect. Or perfect, if you prefer to say it that way. The correct way. Anyway, you get the idea. Life isn't perfect. Life isn't easy. And in fact, it's through the difficult times that we actually grow as human beings. Just like a plant. It struggles the most as the plant is trying to come from beneath the surface and pop through the surface. Once it gets through the surface, it grows and expands nicely. That's what the human being is like. But if you keep them in chaos and conflict, beating each other up, you don't have to do anything. You just sit and pick up the scraps. chaos and conflict. Right now, it's double or nothing. You're going to double down on sadness. You're going to give up. You're going to surrender. I quit. I can't take it anymore. Or you're going to double up on getting stuff done. Means you're going to have to step up. Means there's going to be some pain. There's going to be some self-discovery. You're going to have to change stuff in your head and your life. But it's your choice. Chaos and conflict. It'll be double or nothing. I choose nothing. I don't want the chaos and conflict. And whatever it takes, even in my advanced years, I'm ready to step up to the plate. Are you? That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Tarot reading, manifested kind. Between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.